In a major setback for President Donald Trump, the United States federal court has said that it will stay out of the dispute over the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. Last year, the Trump administration had moved to end the program, and that had given a pathway for citizenship to young people who came to America as illegal migrants when they were still just children. Now, the decision gives a new lease of life to as many as 700,000 undocumented immigrants. The temporary visas have been given to several of these young people who were about to expire on the 5th of March. The reports also say that the Trump administration had wanted to end the program then, but after the decision of the Supreme Court today, it may not be able to do so. And this means that the US government must continue to process renewals for fresh DACA applicants. Meanwhile, President Trump has taken a swipe at the appeals court, which has ruled against him for trying to crack down on the DACA migrants. And also, we earlier spoke with our correspondent Kate Fisher from Washington, D.C. as to what the implications of the Supreme Court of the United States deciding to stay out of the DACA controversy is likely to be. And this is what she had to say.
It's very rare for the Supreme Court to take on a case like this that is still being fought in the lower courts, as this one is in the lower courts of California. There's very little precedent for the Supreme Court to take on a case like this before it has moved up the natural process, if you like. So I think it was a bit of a gamble on the part of the Justice Department to try to get this to happen. It didn't work. It will continue now, as I say, to be fought in these lower courts. It is a setback for Donald Trump, but perhaps one that he was expecting. He's still hoping that Congress can sort this out. They have come back to him with a couple of proposals, but they haven't satisfied what he calls his 4 pillars that he wants in his new immigration reform. They are rights for these dreamers to continue to stay in the country, but in exchange for that, he wants 3 things. He wants to end chain migration, that is, immigration of family members of people who are already here in the United States being able to bring their family into here. He also wants funding for that border wall with Mexico, and he wants to see an end to the visa lottery program here in the US. Those are his demands. So far, Congress hasn't managed to come up with anything that satisfies both sides of the aisle and the president.